Hello, my friends on YouTube. Today is Sunday, the 19th of June, 2022. Today's video is um, a title of hadith called, or the translation rather, I was made victorious by the use of, it's supposed to be terror, but it is not the same as it is in the Quran. It's not the same word. The word terror in Quran, it will mean the word terror that we all know, to terrorize somebody by putting intimidation. But this word here, it carries more weight. That if I give the word terror that we are used to, like on the scale from 1 to 10, I will give the word terror that we know of as number 3. The word used in this hadith, it will be 10 or 11 on that scale. So it's really to put not just fear, but in a way, you could say it will make your enemy pee and poo in their pants as they are standing without realizing. That much fear. The other terror is you could run or hide or fight back, or this will actually paralyze you. I'm just starting with that, the meaning of that word. So I was made victorious by terror 1 month ahead. Like, for example, if the Muslim Brotherhood, we can get away with this word again, leave their place of residence and move to another place to attack, to invade, 1 month ahead of time, the people of that other place will be in that kind of terror, peeing and pooing in their pants uncontrollably because of the fear that it is to come. Okay, so we heard today's video. Actually, I'm going to take few pieces from here and there, and then at the end we'll try to put them together. Okay, so we heard to start also, I don't trust the media, especially the trusted name. The bigger the name of the media in any country, by the way, including the United States, they are all paid to run certain narrative. Okay, I'm going to speak first about the shooting that it took place in Texas about 3 weeks ago, which I didn't talk about, but today I want to connect the dots. The teacher who was interviewed, the teacher who survived the attack, and he was hit, I think, with 2 bullets or 3. He was interviewed on TV by news channel. I don't want to even say which news. It's nonsense. And he was crying and, oh, we have to do something. We have to get rid of guns. And I just don't know why the journalist did not ask this man a very obvious question. The man was crying, genuine cry. That's, I understand, because he has 11 student, young kids killed in front of his eyes. So that's not an easy thing. But at the same time, it's either he is very dumb or is he running together with the narrative like everybody else. In a way, collectively brainwashed. When the journalists were interviewing this man, they were asking him, what did you do when you confronted this mass shooter, this kid? He was a kid. What did you do? He said, we did what we were trained to do. And what is that? I instructed the children to go under the desks and pretend they are asleep. And they did. You see, a child will actually follow what his parents or his teacher says because they trust that we, like my children, will, if in a situation, difficult situation, I will instruct them what to do. Okay, and they will follow, especially when they are 10, 11 years old. So, is that what you are trained to do? To lay under the desk and pretend you are asleep? Okay. No journalist asked this question, and I'm not a journalist, but it's an obvious question. If an assailant come to your home, try to attack you or your family, would you lay down under the bed as the first resort and hide and pretend you are asleep under the bed, you and your wife and children? I don't think so. My first, if I am to educate my children what to do in case something like that will happen, the best thing, try to find a way out. Escape. And then ask for help. If you cannot escape, you are in the classroom. I will teach the children the second option is to actually confront that attacker. How? You are a teacher and you have 11 kids with you, but also other classrooms have kids and teachers. I will, if I don't know, I will call the authority. I'll call a policeman, experienced policeman, and I ask him, what do you suggest to do in a situation like this? And I tell you, the policeman will tell you, distract that attacker by jumping on him like 2 3 people hang on his gun so he cannot direct it anywhere. Another one, poke him with a pen or a pencil in the eyes. Keep poking him so get him lose his focus. Kick him, scratch his face, bite him, do anything. 2 3 hang on his arm, 2 3 hang on his legs. Get him down, kick him. Yes, 1 or 2 may get injured or even killed, but not everybody. And no journalist, because they won't run with certain narrative, ask that logical, simple question. Why you didn't train them on something else other than just lay down and pretend they are asleep? And the guy comes, they pretending they're asleep, they are sitting ducks, pop, 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 pop. And he takes a second round and the third round until he kills them all. But anyway, just to expose the garbage in the media. Now, we're going to speak about Nigeria. That's why I said it's from here and there, and at the end we'll put them together. Nigeria and then India. Nigeria, about a couple of weeks ago also, there was a mass killing in a, I believe, Catholic church. And many people died. Now, I'm not going to speak about the dead or anything like that. I'm from Egypt originally, and when something like that happens in Egypt, normally the Christian Coptic leaders in Egypt, they will try to cover the situation quickly, and the reason is because they don't want to be a target again and again. So they try to put it down. If 10 people killed, probably they will tell you only 3 were killed, but the building got damaged a little bit. And that's what is happening in Nigeria. The people, they even say, no, they were not Muslim, from the Muslim Brotherhood. They were not Muslim. And some people tell you, oh, it's less than 50. Some people tell you it's more than 100. And the reason is the people who do not want be open to attack again. I mean, nobody wants to be attacked like that. So they play it down, cool it so that they don't come for us again and again. In a way, capitulate. Capitulate. All right? Like that, you will not go too far. That takes us to India and what happened in India. When I bring, before we had the picture that it violates the Prophet, or upsets the Prophet, or hurt the Prophet's feeling. The film or the movie that hurts the Prophet's feeling. And I can't remember exactly if it was Nike or another shoe company. They made a flame, and the flame looked like the word Allah in Arabic, and the company had to pull that shoes out, and they didn't market it anyway, so that they don't hurt. It becomes the shoes that it hurt the Prophet's feeling. But now is the hadith that hurts the Prophet's feeling. These Muslim Brotherhood are objecting to their own teaching. This is like exactly like if I come to you and if you're, let's say you are a Christian, and I tell you Jesus said love your enemy, and you get upset. Why are you upset? Or if you are Jewish and I come to you and I say to you Moses brought the 10 Commandments, and you get upset or angry. Why does that make you angry? If it's anger, it's your problem. If he didn't, then don't propagate this stuff. If I tell you your religious founder said something and this upsets you, something wrong, it's either with you or what's spoken or in your founder. Okay? So, why does India, that's the question here, why does India ask the lady who practically spoke what is in the book? I shouldn't say India, actually. I should use the word Bharat. I'm sorry. Of course, it has different meaning and different weight. Bharat. I should say Bharat. Okay, why the government of Bharat asked this lady to apologize? What wrong did she commit? You normally apologize when you when you do something wrong. When you do something wrong, then you apologize. What wrong did this lady commit? Nothing. But this is the beginning of capitulation, similar to what happens in Nigeria. And later on, it will be the media that it's paid coming later to push whatever narrative they want, and a little by little collectively brainwash the mass, whether it's as it happened in Nigeria, because they're afraid. And that because with the help of the media and whatever is happening, the terror that it is on a regular basis, people don't want that anymore. So give in a little by little until you give in everything. There's still hope for Nigeria to stand up. There's a better hope for India to stand up. But the path that India or Nigeria is taking now, I believe it is wrong, and I believe They are capitulating to the narrative that it is pushed. Uh, I understand that it's dangerous, yes, but once again, you give up or you give in a little here and a little there. At certain point, you give in to everything, and at the end, the terrorists are the winners. I watched a video coming from Qatar, an Indian girl living in Qatar. And clearly, I can tell that she was instructed by her parents to say positive things about Qatar. Why? Because they can be kicked out, if not put in prison. And the girl was saying, "Oh, yeah, no, we didn't hear any bad negative things about Indian people living in Qatar." Of course not. They don't do that now. But the word is out. This is what Bharat is doing. And if you are here, we can actually put you in prison, say you're a spy or whatever. Or you you agree with insulting the Prophet of Allah, and therefore we will kill you. So to avoid all that, the parents, in a way, capitulating to make some money, because they're living there, working, making money. So in exchange for this money, I'm sorry, they capitulated. They gave in, and they cave in. So they tell their daughter, and there was also a boy, and the other family told their son that we are living here, nothing. No, nobody told us that we go back or intimidating us or nothing. Of course, because if the parents explain the situation clearly, these children will not say that. But there is intimidation, and the word is not the regular terror. This is now full-fledged. The Muslim Brotherhood, they want to take over, and they know they cannot take over with the sword. The fights now is not sword against sword. It's a war of mainly technology. Like sometimes, as in the Iraq War, the operation room that it used to shoot rockets, it was in Florida, Miami, Florida, and they were actually controlling the rockets that it flies over target in Iraq. It's no longer people on horses using sword to fight one another. It's not like that anymore. So Muslim Brotherhood, they know that. So they have to succeed in capitulating the world by making people, putting terror, more than terror. The word, I'm going to put that hadith in the description box. And of course, when they translate it, you have to be really sensitive to try to figure out how it's done. But it is more than terror. As I said, if I put terror on the scale 1 to 10, terror will be 3, this will be 10 or 11. It's really scary stuff. Okay? So they know that they will not win a war using the old method, going and invading, taking killing the man, taking the wife as sex slave, taking the girls to sell in the slave market as sex slave, taking the boys as slaves, and sometimes sex slaves, by the way. Yeah, somebody may know, people may not know about that. Uh, it is in the Quran. It's in the Quran. Ghulman means boys. Okay, so sometimes they use little children also for sex. Okay, so that what I see. That's what I see. That India is actually on the wrong course. And yes, I understand we have they need oil. Obviously, that's legitimate concern. But India is a big country. Why now India does not step up and make agriculture one of its main, especially now that Ukraine is not producing much. Okay, why India does not feed the world, becomes the breadbasket of the world? You have the fertile soil, you have the land, and if a country will threaten you that they will not sell you the oil you need, okay, you will go hungry. We will not sell you the food you need. Let's see who will need the other more, because without food you will die, definitely. Yeah, without oil I may slow down, my economy may slow down, but I have food to eat. We thank you very much and we hope to hear from you.